What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Elisha. Sorry this video is a day late. I was moving yesterday, so I didn't take my shot till like 11 o'clock that night, and I just was not in the mood to make a video. So yeah, moved out of my old apartment with my family into a new apartment with her. It's pretty cool. This is like the first apartment I've ever had my name on the lease. I've ever been a lessee. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So here I am, 11 weeks, 1 day on T. 12 shots in. It's crazy that it's been almost 3 months already. Like, man. When I like sit here and think about it, it does not feel like 11 weeks, even though the changes are evident. It doesn't feel like 11 weeks. So, changes. I already told you guys about gaining weight. I'm at 10. I gained 10 pounds in the past. It's a little over 2 weeks now. I don't know if you can see it, but my mustache is kind of coming in. The lighting in here kind of sucks because we just moved in, so we haven't gotten lamps or anything together yet, and I haven't even built the bed yet because we moved in last night. So I'm gonna build it tomorrow, more than likely. My little chin hair is still doing the same thing. It's just getting coarser. Same thing with my neck hair. I haven't seen my back recently, so I don't know if I have back hair, but I am growing hair on my stomach. Like, I don't think you guys would be able to see it, because it's like, really, yeah. I don't even know why I showed you guys. You can't see it yet. It's really still very, very fine, but there's more of it, and it's in more places. What else? I think my feet are getting bigger. I noticed that my shoes feel a lot tighter than they normally do. What else? Oh, muscles. Like my forearms are, I don't know if you can see that, but my forearms are getting kind of bigger than they used to be. My biceps. I haven't been working out at all yet, just because work kills. So my biceps are getting a little bigger. Still pretty small. The left one is a little bit smaller than the right one because I'm right-handed. I have to wear my watch in a bigger hole now because I sleep in my watch just like a habit. This is a self-winding watch, so sometimes when I don't sleep in it, like, it winds. It like slows down. So by sleeping in it, just moving around at night keeps it going or whatever. But I woke up, I think like last Wednesday or Thursday. Before I had to wear this watch in the very last hole. I'll show you how small that is so you can get an idea of how tiny my wrist was. I mean, my wrist is still pretty small, but I mean, people's wrists and shit don't look super small until you see like their watch, where they wear their watch at in relation. So you can actually see how tiny. This is how big my wrist is. Well, it was around. That's pretty fucking small. When I see that, I just think like, gosh, is this person still eating Happy Meals? I mean, like, I can't even begin to think about how tiny my wrist was when I was in, middle school and shit, because this is really small. I can almost, because of the awkwardness of this watch, I can't fit my hand around it, but I mean, I think everyone can put their fingers around their wrist, but my wrist was pretty tiny. And now I wear it one hole or 2 holes down from there. Sometimes I have to wear it in the second to last hole, and sometimes I wake up and I move it to the third to last hole because it's a little tight. So I guess it kind of depends on the day with the water retention or anything. but even in the second to last hole, it's not super loose. Before, even in the last hole, it was pretty loose, so it's not super loose. The veins in my hands are continuing to get, more veiny. I'm really exhausted right now because, yeah, I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. I'm kind of sore. At work, last Friday at work, I was at work and I'm sitting in my station. We got new lighting, so it's really bright over there. And this guy, maybe I told you guys about this. I don't remember. Well, this guy commented that he could see my mustache from about 15 feet away, that it was coming in. So that was a big boost. And then I saw the same guy, Dave. Dave is this really older gentleman, a really older white guy. And he's really cool. He's very interested in my transition, just not like in a fetishizing sort of way or a mockery sort of way, but like interested in what happens, how it happens, how long it takes, blah, blah, blah. So today he was like, he's like, what's going on with your beard there? It was coming in pretty strong for a while. And now it's kind of slowing down. I was like, I guess it's waiting for my mustache to catch up. And he's like, oh, that's so nice of your beard. And it was just like one of those moments where it's like kind of funny or whatever. But it's cool because, he's like, well, pretty soon, it'll be there. He's like, when I was young, about a long time ago, it took a while for my mustache to come in too. So he's like, you just gotta wait on it. He's like, but I can see it coming in. And then, what else? Oh, this is something else that's kind of, I don't know. I guess it's cool because of the company's policy, but it's kind of interesting. So when I first came to the company, I didn't tell them I was transgender till my first day of work, which was a Monday. Even though I didn't really work that day, it was like orientation and shit. I told the HR lady, hey, something I need to tell you about me because there'll be changes. And I told her everything. So she said she would tell my supervisor. And I guess she mentioned, like, how you have to approach the subject, how the other workers, employees have to approach it. So when I got to my job, everybody there knew, which in a way it kind of sucks that you have to be outed, but because I was only a week into my transition, there's no way I could not say anything about it. So when I got there, everyone was my supervisor couldn't remember how to say my name. Tremaine. Doesn't seem that hard. It's spelled phonetically. Main. I don't know. I don't know. It kind of reminds me of the whole Quavanzane thing where people can't say her name, but they can say things like Galifianakis, Gyllenhaal. What else are some crazy last names of white people? Oh, I used to know this guy Schwoferman. Like, Schwoferman? Really? Or this guy I used to know his last name was Schmalfelt. Anyway, so he couldn't say my name, so I just told him, you can call me Eli. My middle name will be Elisha. But, I just tell people to pronounce it Elijah, or else they say, like, Alicia or some crazy shit. Anyway, so he's like, oh, Eli, that's great to remember. Easy to remember. I can do Eli. So everyone at the shop calls me Eli. Everyone everywhere calls me Eli. My checks and the clocking machine still had been saying Tremaine Hertz, which I have no problem with. That's my government name. I'm not planning on changing my first name. I will change my last name though, and my middle name. But it's whatever. So today, no, not today. Yesterday? What is today? Okay, so today's Tuesday. Dude, I'm so fucking tired. So, yesterday, I went to work. When I clock in the morning, I don't pay attention to anything. I'm just pushing the numbers, enter numbers, again, enter numbers, enter. I'm so not a morning person. So, I guess somewhere before lunch, I had to change the code, my cost code, which is basically like the code associated with the boat I'm building. So I'm changing it to a different hull number for the boat so that they can clock the hours where I'm working at. So I go over there, I change the code, push enter, and they've changed it from Tremaine to Eli, which is like, it's cool that the company is willing to do that to make me more comfortable. I've never said anything about it. I don't even know who's like, I don't know who at the company is telling people that I prefer to go by Eli, because really I don't prefer Eli. I prefer, my first name. I don't know. I still like my first name, Tremaine. But Eli, I guess I'll be going by Eli with, I don't know, close friends and family. But the only reason I gave it to the people at work is because I didn't want them butchering my first name. I happen to love my first name. My grandmother gave it to me. It is an homage to her memory that I will not change it. So it's kind of like someone butchering it really just kind of like, ugh. It's like nails on a chalkboard to me, especially seeing how it's so easy to say, in my opinion. And it's been butchered all my life, mainly by white people, but I don't know, whatever. So anyway, but it's just crazy because I'm wondering who is making this push. I've also started to notice, like, when I got my paperwork for medical, dental, vision, life insurance through the company, it said Eli on it too, and I'm just like, do these people realize that, like, for all intended purposes, they have to still use my government name? Because Elisha isn't even my middle name yet. It's still my very feminine, like, hated middle name. And, like, I still need to have my legal government first name at least on my paperwork so that if for some reason I died on the job, my family could get the money or something. Like, I just hope they don't change it on my checks. Well, I have direct deposit, so it doesn't matter. But I'm just wondering who's making this push. I guess it's kind of cool to have people in my corner to make sure that I'm comfortable at work and make sure that I'm, like, not being triggered or anything. But it's kind of interesting. Other changes that have happened. Besides that, there haven't been many changes. I've been neglecting my face a little bit. So I got a pimple right here. And a few over here. I don't know if you can see them. And a few over here somewhere. And on my hairline. I have like one on the back of my neck. But I haven't been getting really any on my back at all, which is good. I use Dove for men. I don't know if that's the Dove working or not, but yeah, that's good. These are my fingernails, 1 week in, so they're growing kind of fast. Now they don't want to grow. No, I'm just like, no. Something else I noticed is, like, my feet sweat a lot more now that I'm on testosterone. I don't know if you guys out there are experiencing that, but my feet sweat a lot more. I'm warmer, for one. I sleep in way less clothing than I used to. Like, no t-shirts, no pajama pants. I sleep in basketball shorts or boxer briefs and wife beaters only. I don't really go into the multiple layers because I'll burn the fuck up in here trying to sleep with all that shit on, which really doesn't help because she loves to be, like, super hot. Like, she likes to have the heat on hell all the time, and I'm like, please, can we just, like, turn it down just a little? Can we put it in the beginning of the comfort zone and not over by 80 in the comfort zone? Because I'm always hot. And then, like, I used to love hot water for showers, but now, like, today I came home and took a shower, and I don't know if the water was really as hot as it felt to me, but I think I scalded the back of my knees. I seriously think that I'm gonna lose a layer or two of skin off the back of my knees and my calves. Like, I've never felt water that hot before, ever in my life, any place else. Like, the poor backs of my knees, like, I don't even know. And then it felt like either the water was scalding hot or it was fucking ice cold. There was no middle ground. There wasn't. I don't know. What else? Oh, my STP came. It's somewhere in this room. In the box. I haven't gotten a chance to use it yet, just because there's been so much going on and I don't feel comfortable using it at work yet. And there's just like so much going on. So I'm gonna start using it probably next week once we've thoroughly unpacked and I have more free time to use it. Well, I'll probably start using it at home, but I want to do a review for a little bit. I'll probably make a video about it later this week along with the shout out video because of the move. I didn't get a chance to shout out my followers, but I will do that. I'm a man of my word. And I'll also do an STP video just to show you guys the one I got, what it looks like, how it works, some things that I've already done to it to modify it just a little bit. What else? There really isn't a whole lot else going on. Not a whole lot else going on. Mustache is coming in some more. My chin hairs are slowing down a little bit. Hair on my stomach, sweaty feet. Kind of sweaty palms too. I've been noticing that my palms are a little bit sweaty. It's hard to tell because I wear gloves all day, but I was noticing it today when I was sitting here watching Born Legacy that my palms are getting kind of sweaty. My hands, I feel like my hands are getting wider. I know they're getting wider actually because I tried to put on a pair of small gloves today, like small latex gloves, because I had to use this stuff called Tough Gel for screws, and those shits were so fucking tight. We don't have any mediums at the job because I requested smalls because at the time I had super small girly hands. So I put the larges on and the larges are still a bit loose. So I guess I'm at a medium or somewhere between a medium and a large. But the smalls definitely, like those shits almost cut the circulation off like crazy. Besides that, there's nothing else. I really hope that everyone had a great weekend and happy belated shot day to all my Monday injectors and happy shot day to all my Tuesday injectors. Hit me up about whatever. I'm always available. Got some emails from a few people about non-trans related shit. And that's totally fine. We can shoot the shit about anything. It doesn't have to be about transition. It could be about whatever. I'm totally open to all my subscribers and people who view my videos. If you have questions or whatever, don't hesitate to ask. You won't be bothering me. And I hope that everyone is in a positive, safe mental space. If you're not, hit me up. I'd love to help you get there. Or at least be able for you to vent to me. I have a degree in psychology, so I'm not just some random person giving advice. I have a bachelor's of science, actually. So yeah, I just hope everyone is mentally peaceful and loving themselves. And if you're not, let's work on that for this coming week so that you can be maybe a little bit more in love with yourself and a little bit more peaceful. Like I said, all my contact information will be in the description. And I'll see you guys in a couple days. Much love.